we should know how to handle the, not only how to handle the success, how to handle the failures. Particularly you are in the management environment, Wharton. I want the young people to understand how to manage the failure. Because any task you do, you have to come across problem. Problem should not become the captain of the individual or a project chief. And the project chief should become the captain of the problems and defeat the problem and succeed. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. Every action of the leader should be transparent. You know what I mean? Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. And I believe President, since you asked the question, has to be continuously in touch with the people. Rashtrapati Bhavan, where I was there, became a People's Bhavan. Instead of Rashtrapati Bhavan, it becomes People's Bhavan. And also I travel into the whole state, cutting across hill, deserts and sea. I was in touch with millions and millions.
Good morning everybody. I am here to deliver a speech on the topic, our role in nation building. The future of any country depends upon its students. Name and fame of a country rest on the educated youths. In other words, we the students are the real treasure of our country. We are indeed the backbone of our country and represent it at every level. The intelligence and work of the students will surely take our country on the pathway of success. We, the students, are the building blocks of our nation. We play a great role in nation building. We have the power to help our country develop and move towards progress. We are also responsible for breaking the social reforms within the country. The students of a nation determines the future of a nation. We, the youth, are very energetic and enthusiastic. We have the ability to learn and to adapt to the environment. The nation requires our participation to achieve the goals and help in taking the country towards progress. The development of any country requires active participation from its students. Our zeal and enthusiasm will surely help our nation prosper and flourish. At last, I would like to say that students are the hope of a nation. Thank you so much.
We, the students, play a very important role in the development of our nation. If our energy is directed in a constructive purposes, then the whole country will taste development all around. We are the future citizens of our nation, and therefore the fame and the name of our nation depends on us. By learning our lessons and doing our studies properly, we can contribute to the development of our nation. By doing so, the literacy rate of our country will increase. Ultimately, the prosperity of our nation will also increase. By taking parts in sports and other activities will enhance our talent and also keeps us fit. By taking part in other activities will make us multitasking, which will surely help us in future. By learning and reading different books, our communication skills and self-confidence will increase, and there are opportunities that we can participate in competitions like debate at national or international level, which is a glory in itself. Students are the future of our nation, and therefore it is the duty of the students to contribute to the development of our nation. Thank you.
The future of any country depends upon students. Name and fame of the country rest on educated youths. In other words, students are real treasure for any country. They are more important for a country like India. If the energy of the student is directed to constructive purposes, the whole country will taste all around development. Great man has rightly said, "Give me the children, I will change the nation." A nation can progress if its youth is sincere and educated. So most of it depends upon the students. India is fortunate that more than 60% of the total population depend on young people, and most of them are students. These young students can do a lot of work in the development of country. There are large number of illiterate people in the country. Students can teach them and make them educate. Students can start many awareness programs in the country. They can tell the people about the importance of cleanliness in their life. So that's why students are the life of our nation. Thank you.
Esteemed teachers, parents, and dear schoolmates, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is our mentor and preceptor. We have all learned from his philosophy, his principles, his life lessons, and his nuggets of learning. Whenever we have any confusion or doubt, Kalam sir has always led us from confusion to clarity. All our doubts are dispelled by Kalam sir. Whatever Dr. Kalam shared with us that pave our way to a high goal. Today also, some of the students of our school have certain questions for Kalam sir. Questions will be raised by the students one by one, and gracious mentor and preceptor will respond.
Respected sir, you have been a scientist, a philosopher, the president of our country, and a teacher. How have you experienced the greatest happiness?
I always value as a teacher, I am a teacher. When my student got a PhD, that was the greatest happiness for me. Okay.
Kalam sir, you have thought of different projects for the nation. Can you share with us any such project that we can undertake for the development of the nation?
One advice for all of you. Advice to you, when you are a student, your job, your mission is excel in the education, okay? Don't get into any other area. Because when you reach 10 plus 2, everybody is asking 90% plus, okay? To become a doctor, become an engineer, become a manager, any field you need. That means you have to excel in the education. You have to, if you got time, Saturday, Sunday, holidays, you go at the hospital, okay? Crowded hospital, some other Trivandrum hospital. You go there evening time. In the evening time, visitors time, lot of visitors will be parents and friends will go there. But there are some beds, nobody visit them. They are orphaned people. So you take flowers and fruits to them, make them happy. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then you plant trees, 5 trees you plant. Then educate the people. If you are affordable, you can educate for a higher education. Okay? These are all side work. Education is the most important thing, okay?
Kalam sir, what are India's strengths and limitations?
Strength of India. What the major strength of India? You guys. That is 600 million youth. Major strength of India, 600 million youth. Okay?
Okay.
So the youth, repeat with me, ignited mind. All of you, ignited mind of the youth is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth, under the earth. You said, what is the weakness of India? Weakness of India. What is the weakness of India? Weakness of India, without vision, a nation dies without vision. You must have a vision, okay?
Esteemed sir, can you say a few words to the new generation about love, compassion, and gratitude?
Can you say a few words on love, compassion, and gratitude, okay? Now, love emanates from parents, that cannot be valued. No value. It may be millions of rupees also you cannot buy. It comes from parent, father, mother, okay? That's why today you took a oath. What is the oath you took? I will make my mother happy. You are taken. So that's why your gratitude, because of the love. Compassion. Compassion we have to have. Today I saw when I was traveling, a father, mother, two physically challenged children, they cannot talk to each other. But when they entered the aircraft, The whole aircraft passenger, everyone was showing the love and affection, compassion to the two children who are physically challenged. That's compassion. Gratitude. Gratitude is the greatest quality every one of us having. For example, you look at sun, you look at the sun, look at the earth, billions and billions of years. Sun gives radiation, light and warmth to the earth we live. At no time sun has asked earth to thank. At no time the solar system has asked the earth to thank because I am giving you light and warmth. That is, earth should have gratitude. Earth should have gratitude. For 5 billion years we got the light, we got the warmth of the sun. You follow? Good question.
Here, I at my school, where we groom in a way that we are learn to compete and succeed in this fiercely competitive world.
It is here that knowledge horizons are widened and value system is strengthened. It is here that we see our role models in our teachers. A lot many lessons of togetherness are taught here to us. Let me show you a few important slots of our school.
This is our assembly point, where before Corona times we would see blessings of God and get so many life lessons for staying firm and focused on the path of righteousness. It was here that we would dwell upon the insights and perceptions of eminent Indians like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, and many other such great stalwarts. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam reposes immense faith in us. He envisions in us those future citizens who would take India to the heights of glory. If this dream of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is to be fulfilled, it is in the classroom that it can be done. It is in the classroom that we learn fundamental and finer aspects of different subjects. It is here only that our rough edges are smoothened. Here at our school, we are taught that education is all about exploration and innovation. It is here in our school labs that we get ample exposure of learning the possibilities that can be tapped to find out the solution to certain problems that the world is afflicted with. Hands-on learning mechanism is used here to innovate on regular basis to widen our learning horizons. This is our hub of knowledge. This is our library. Here, our bonding with books are strengthened. It is here that we develop our companionship with books. About books, Dr. Kalam has written, coming into contact with a good book and possessing it is indeed an everlasting enrichment. There are a lot many such good books available in our school library. It is here that discussions, seminars and several such activities on books and authors are conducted.
Art stands for culture, creativity, aesthetic sense, neatness and joy.
We the students delve deep into the world of imagination here in an art room. Different patterns and formations are learnt here. Different art forms prevalent in a country are learnt here. It is joyful learning that we all experience here in this beautiful learning slot of our school.
ऐ मेरे प्यारे वतन, करता हूँ मैं तुझको नमन, तुझ में जन्मे ये रतन, करता हूँ मैं तुझको सौ सौ नमन। वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम, वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम। वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम, वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम। सीना चौड़ा हो जाता है, सीना चौड़ा हो जाता है हर एक हिंदुस्तानी का। गर्व से लेता है जब तेरा नाम। वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम, वाह रे कलाम, वाह वाह रे कलाम।
My dear students, warm greetings to all of you. It is 15th October today, the birthday of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the great scientist, the missile man, one of the most popular presidents that India has ever had. Great teacher. The person who was on a mission, and his mission was to touch the heart, soul of all the youngsters here in India. He was on this mission. It was his belief, strong belief, a strong conviction that the future of our nation rests upon the shoulders of the young, the strong shoulders of the young. When he would refer to the young, he would call them the ignited minds. And you know what he said about ignited minds? He said ignited minds are the best resource on the earth, above the earth and below the earth. When he would talk about ignited minds, he would refer to the youngsters, to the youth, to the students, to you, my dear students. He would refer to you. And in you, he would see ignited minds. And ignited minds, according to him, is someone who's highly responsible, who's goal conscious, who's focused, who would never lose his concentration, who would never ignore his goal, who would never ignore his mission, who would contribute as a youngster to the development of his mother India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So this was his message to you, my dear youngsters. Be disciplined, be focused, have high goals, be righteous, be a man and woman of strong integrity, be very honest. About honesty, he said one thing. He said, if you have honesty, nothing else matters. If you don't have honesty, nothing else matters. That means when you talk about honesty, if you are honest, then later on you can persevere. Later on you can dedicate yourself to your mission. You can work and you can definitely achieve your high goal. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he has said beautiful things. He has shared wonderful life lessons with all the youngsters. Whatever he uttered was a great winning way, was a great success element for everybody. He said a wonderful thought, a wonderful thing, a wonderful thought. It was, thinking is the capital, enterprise is the way, and hard work is the solution. Thinking is the capital, enterprise is the way, and hard work is the solution. Whichever problem you may come across in your life, his message was, whichever problem you would come across in your life, you can always scale victory over that problem with your hard work. Hard work means persistence. Hard work means patient efforts. Hard work means repeated efforts. Hard work means perseverance. Perseverance. Make efforts. So when you make efforts, efforts never go unrewarded. Hard efforts never go unrewarded. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has shown wonderful way to all the students. Now my dear children, in our school, very often we talk about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Very often we share his success elements with everyone. Very often we refer to all those winning ways, all those winning virtues which he would share with all of us from time to time. Now it is the time. It is the time to follow all those winning ways, to work on all those winning ways and achieve victory and emerge as real ignited minds. So you all have in you the potential to emerge as an ignited mind. You have in you the potential to emerge as a winner. You have in you to emerge as strong, vibrant future citizens of your country. You have in you to take the responsibility of your mother nation on your shoulders. Please realize your responsibility, recognize your responsibility, and respect this responsibility, my dear youngsters. God bless you. God bless you. Once you do like this, that will be the real tribute to the great man, to the great former first citizen of our country, the greatest president ever born here in our country, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. God bless you.